Hey, welcome to our channel. That's Angie, and I'm Ken, and we're setting out on another adventure. If you can see behind me, it is quite dark. This is the only woman I would ever get up this early to do anything with, and that's twice this year now we've done that. So last time, of course, was the 5K we did. But today, we are headed up to Kansas City to see the Mariners play the Royals at Kaufman Stadium. And there's going to be a few stops along the way. Are you ready?
Ready to go.
Are you awake?
No.
Not quite caffeinated yet?
Zero caffeinated.
Yeah, we got to take care of that for her.
Yep.
Let's hit the road.
See you in a bit.
The drive up to Kansas was actually a pretty good one, and we got to see a nice little rainbow there off in the distance. You could barely see it right in the middle of the screen there. Of course, a chat pile. There ain't too many of those left in certain areas, but we stopped at our first rest area and we saw this. Clifford. Evidently, he's a big red van. Always love looking at the maps just to see exactly where we are. This rest area was kind of cool though. They had some really neat old things around here. Like look at this old picnic area. I remember using those when we were kids. Love the sunflower. Of course, we are in the state of Kansas. And then a historical marker. But our first main stop was going to be in the town of Wamego, Kansas. So let's go for a drive through town. While we sit at this stoplight, here are a few fun facts about the town of Wamego. It was incorporated in 1869, even though it had its first post office in 1866. It's located in, I'm going to see if I can pronounce this right, Ottawatomie County? Yeah, I don't know if I got that right. If I didn't, comment down below, let me know for sure how it's pronounced. But it's got a population as of 2020 of 4,841. It's at an elevation of 1,053 feet, and it's got a total land mass area of 2.37 miles. And to be completely honest, until about a year ago, I'd never even heard of this place. But that emerald green building right there, the Oz Museum, is what brought us to town. That is what we'll be doing here in a little bit. But before we do that, let's take a look around town just a little bit more. She chose to walk up there. I will not be. But here are those steps if you want to. It's part of a really cool little park over here. We'll show a little bit more of that as we leave. I'm not sure what the statue is there. Back over this way, they have a really cool, just look at that. That is just so gorgeous. Right next to it looks like an athletic park kind of thing. So they got basketball courts, maybe tennis courts, and a big old swimming pool over there with a couple diving boards even. How was it?
That's cool up there. You can see the old like screws and stuff still in the side where it used to hold the wood and all that. That's broken apart, but that's pretty neat.
Steps not too bad. There's no way I could, but for anybody else, you think it's
Yeah, not too bad.
nice.
Nothing was like off kilter or anything, so that was good.
What if they take care of that? Then
Just
that's
the
pretty
smell
cool.
of the flowers is so strong up there.
I can smell them down here.
Yeah.
The old Dutch windmill, Wamego, Kansas.
It'd be cool at night because there's lights on all the blades too.
Oh, very cool. Of course, we got the sun right now, right at us. So. Mr. Turtle. Oh, and away he goes. There had been several, one on each one of these poles at least, sitting here until we walked
just jumped
up.
over there.
Something, yeah, you can see the ripples. Pretty murky water though, once you get down in there, but I'm sure that's what they like. Where you at, Mr. Turtle?
Oh, that's a lovely hornet's nest in there. Don't get too close.
Yeah. Let's zoom in on the Oz stuff. We'll hit a couple of those today. Yellow Brick Road. Photos around town.
Oh, it shows all of them.
Oh, nice. That was from the QR.
Yeah.
Scan that if you want to learn more. Our first stop on Wamego is to go down the Yellow Brick Road, of course. Not so yellow, but yellowish. Check it out. Emerald City Toto right here. Look at him. That's what it says. Yes, that is fantastic. Let's take a walk.
How many times they've repainted this?
Probably way too many times through the years. Look at the witch there. There's the house up there. What do we got? Oh, cows. We've got cows. I think it's the same one. Tribute to L. Frank Baum and W.W. Winslow. Thanks for all the joy you've given. Look at the color of this. This is fantastic. Toto did not really care whether he was in Kansas or the land of Oz, so long as Dorothy was with him.
See the bricks?
With the different names and stuff on them. For brains do not make one happy, and happiness is the best thing in the world. Scarecrow, here comes the Tin Man. It looks like we've lost part of the Tin Man. No, people are breaking that off and taking it, or top it says, "No one can love who has not a heart, and so I am resolved to ask Oz to give me one." This one's in the shadow a little bit, but it reads, "True courage is facing danger when you are afraid." The Cowardly Lion. What do we got up here? Ooh, Emerald City. That sun is bright. "This must be the Emerald City," said Dorothy. Pretty close to what I just said. Look at the poppies. It's pretty cool. Wizard Toto. Those are fantastic. There's no place like home, Wamego. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. I think that's what I've heard most people say. This thing continues on. I don't know what else back here. Oh. Look at the Tin Man. Oh, and some ruby slippers over here. Look at that. Some apples, a bunch more ruby slippers. Munchkin Land.
Falling from the tree
Yeah.
above. Isn't that funny?
That ironic, yeah. Something. I don't know if those are apples or not. There's something. They look like green apples, but they even got a Snoopy and a Mickey and Minnie. Check it out. We got a fat chef over here. Love it. Looks like there's a neat photo spot over here with the yellow brick road. Oh yeah. Class of 1961. Get that sun to go away. Oh, there's a squirrel. You see him? There he goes running. Check out this thing. Flying monkeys and the witch. So yeah, that's the water park where we just were. So I'm assuming the windmill is somewhere. I think that's where we came up at, right over here. I think that street. So we went through, yeah, that says Wamego Aquatic Center there. Check out this one. He's got like lollipops all over him. So
Lollipop Guild.
Lollipop Guild Toto. That is awesome.
These are so fun.
And that is the end of the Yellow Brick Road. So we're going to head our way back and go to the museum. I'm not sure, yeah. Margaret's house. I wonder if that's the Wicked Witches. And got to get me out of the shadow so I might be able to see him a little better. It's got to be somebody, I would think. Check out Poppy Toto.
So this person was a Munchkin villager.
Who was?
This one.
Ruth? Okay.
Can't read the other ones. Margaret something. Carlos. I'm not sure that's
Slover? S-L-O-V-E-R maybe? Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. One more Toto to check out, and then we'll head into the museum. Check out this one. It's got the Wamego scape, so like the town on it. That's pretty cool. Something Wicked coming October 4th. Ooh. Ew. There's Yellow Brick Road right across the street. Very, very cool little town. But the reason we came was for this museum, so let's go check it out.
Is that in the Tin Man?
He's not wrong. Munchkin Land. To honor the 50th light and now shadow. One of only a handful that survived from 1989 Macy's in New York. Hey, look, it's the mayor. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. The house all disheveled. Looks, yeah.
Perhaps the most meaningful inspiration for Bonson's philosophy came from the birth of his niece, Dorothy Louise Gage, in 1898. He and his wife Maud had 4 sons, so they never had a daughter, and they were delighted by this position to career family. Dorothy Louise Gage was and Bonson's life was truly distraught. History says that Bon gave Dorothy back to his wife.
Special recognitions
So that the Gladys is a hit. What are these?
Right.
So doing that in a level of detail here, you actually have to have a shadowing right too. So the image you have to go in a certain way to get certain shadows. That's right, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I was going to get. That's what they're there.
Your grandfather, Mr. Gillespie, was the FX person on this movie, and he would have been involved in the design and manufacturing creation of the props for the movie. Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah,
His role.
actually, I'd actually like to get to these gentlemen because they live in that world. They have to come up with a design, they have to work with the right people, with the right size and things. So, I don't know, if I'm going to ask, you know, how to do it.
We read a lot of things. I'm sure it's no different at that time. A lot of discussions as to what the camera needs to see. Once you decide what the camera needs to see, what the storytelling is for that scene, then you start digging into things like the scale and the technical aspects. Now you're going to physically manipulate something like this for a shoot.
I just love that they had a theater room there playing the movie, so you could just go in and sit down and watch all of it or part of it or none of it, whatever you want to do. I just thought that was really, really cool. A lot of the rooms had things like this set up. Do you see us there in her ball? Yeah, how about that? I really liked, I don't know if you want to call it set dressing, whatever you want to say, but these different displays like this, quite a few of the things were actually screen worn or used in other things. You know, collectibles, like I don't ever know that the Muppets had done an Oz thing, but it was really, really cool to get to see it all. And then, of course, at the end, as always, there's a gift shop. So let's check out what they've got for sale.
Now I'm ready to do some shopping. Here it is.
What's that looks like there?
Yeah. We have this little lunchbox. It said bed on one side, beverage on the other side. And one of the attorneys at work said, well, Emma, you can tell us
Flying
what
cow
we
socks.
should be getting today.
Escape from Oz.
This is cute.
Yeah, that was really neat. Look at this. Look at this creepy dude over here, though. I'm still not sure if that was creepy or just overly cute. I really don't know, but I know that there was one thing that we needed to do, and that is to get our picture taken with it. And once we got that, then it was time for Angie to do one more thing before we left.
Hold on to what?
I don't know, right? So how was it?
It's one way to get cooled off real quick.
As of the day we were there, admission was only $10 and totally worth it, but it was time to hit the road, headed to Kansas City, but a stop at Joe's to get some barbecue, my favorite place by far to get barbecue, so let's check that out. Other Mariner fans. Pretty
Go
much.
ahead. I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'll be doing.
We don't either. We've never been here. Oh, okay, we don't know where we're going. Oh, thank you.
So I ended up getting my usual, the Portobello Z-Man. Now they've got this with meat, but I don't eat meat, so I got it with the mushrooms. So it's got marinated grilled portobello mushrooms on it. And look at that massive sandwich she got over there, their regular barbecue sandwich. My sandwich also has Swiss cheese as well as a couple different onion rings on it. It is an amazing sandwich. Awesome. We also got a side of coleslaw and potato salad because you just can't come to Joe's without doing that. And she wanted a few extra onion rings after seeing mine, so we got those. And that large onion ring is very large, so should have got a smaller one, honestly, but it was good. It's always worth going to Joe's, so if you get the chance, do stop by, have something to eat. Don't let the fact that it's in an old gas station fool you. This place is absolutely incredible, so make that stop if you're ever in the area. Just as we were about to leave, we ran into these guys, a group of Phillies fans who recognized me from Ballpark Chasers, so that was kind of cool. But a quick stop at the hotel to get checked in and rest a little bit, and then into Kansas City we went. This is Union Station. I took Angie by there, talked a little bit about it, and then I drove her over as close as we could get to 18th and Vine. It was actually a lot of construction, but we went by the Buck O'Neill Center here. And then we checked out the old house where Walt Disney lived as a kid before headed to Kaufman Stadium. Yeah, this would be Angie's third stadium overall, so let's go check it out.
Up there?
This was my 8th trip to Kansas City for a ball game. Honestly, 6 of those have been since we moved to Oklahoma just a little over 4 years ago. My first time was back in July of 1987. Absolutely love it. We sat this time up in Rivals, ran into some family of hers, which was kind of cool. And the nachos, if you sit in Rivals, do yourself a flavor. If they've got it, get the Cool Ranch Dorito nachos because it is totally worth it. It was amazing. If you eat chicken, it comes with like a couple pounds or so of chicken on it. It seemed like there was an awful lot, but we enjoyed the game. Of course, the Mariners won, so that was awesome. But we also got to see Cal Raleigh, big dumper, hit 2 home runs. And that night he surpassed Mickey Mantle on the all-time switch hitter home run list for a single season. As we close out this video, here is one of those home runs. I believe this was the first one he hit that night. So thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one.